morning and happy day 16 of Vlogmas. You're back in the cabinet this morning. This morning I'm going to be cooking up some beef stew in my crock pot, and I'm going to show you guys how I do that. And then yeah, I'm going to pick up, do a little bit of school with the kids, maybe a craft. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how the day goes. And tonight, hopefully, fingers crossed, let me get both going. Fingers crossed it is nice enough for us to go to Christmas in the park tonight. If not, we'll just do that on Sunday, but I'm hoping that we'll get to go. I just don't know how cold it's going to be. It's supposed to be like 70 degrees on Sunday, and so I'm thinking that we just might have to go then. Anyways, I'm going to get started on that, and I will show you guys what I'm going to do. There's a lot of steps that I take to do the beef stew, but I think it makes such a huge difference, and it's my favorite recipe. A lot of it I do from just in my head. I don't really measure, and there's really not a whole lot of ingredients, so I'm going to tell you guys what those are really quick, and then yeah, I'll do like a montage of me doing the recipe. If you have any questions, just feel free to comment below. So here are all the ingredients for my beef stew. I have some chuck roast here. If you guys caught my grocery haul video, I bought a huge chuck roast. It was almost 4 pounds. I used half of that last night for some beef and broccoli, and then I just saved some, maybe about a pound. You don't really need that much because you're going to be adding, you know, potatoes and carrots and celery to it. But I saved about, you know, a pound of that, which I'm going to be using today. I have 1 packet of onion soup mix. I've got some beef bouillon cubes. If you have beef stock, homemade, or you know, the box kind, that'll work. I just have these cubes, so that's what I'm going to use. You'll need a little bit of flour because we're going to coat our meat and kind of sear it, not cook it, but we're going to sear it and get it crispy. You'll need an onion, some potatoes, some carrots, and some celery. So this is pretty much all you need. It's pretty simple, but it's nice and flavorful, especially from the onion soup mix. I wasn't really sure when I had first tried this recipe. I think I saw it off of Pinterest, and then I kind of just made it my own. You would usually want to have some red wine on hand too, just after we sear this meat and cook down this onion. We'd want to scrape the bottom of the pan. I don't have that, so I'm just going to use just some beef broth or beef flavored liquid just to kind of scrape the pan, but ideally that's what you want. I don't have that, so I'm just going to make it work, and that will give it a little bit more flavor as well and get all that nice and crusty, like charred stuff off the bottom, which is the most delicious part, I might say. So I'm going to get started on this and finish my coffee. All right, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use about 1/4 cup of flour, and I just, you know, roundabout, maybe not really that much, maybe a little bit less. And I'm just going to put this in the Ziploc bag, and I'm just going to, I want to coat all my meat. I might need a little bit more. It might be a full 1/4 cup. I'm not sure. We'll just see how this goes first. I'm also going to go ahead and slice up an onion just so I can have it ready to go when I start heating up that pan, because the meat's going to cook really, really fast, because again, we're not looking to cook the meat. We're just looking to sear it. So I'm going to get this onion washed and sliced. Okay, so now I'm going to heat my pan up. And I'm just going to be using some olive oil. You can use butter if that's what you have. I'm going to coat the pan. I'm going to get this oil nice and hot. I don't know about you guys, but one of my favorite things is getting household appliances for presents. So I think for my late Christmas present, birthday present early, I'm going to get me some pots and pans and some other kitchen items. New crock pot, I'm due for that. Just due for a lot of new things. So that's nice and hot, which is what we're looking for. I don't want to move this around too much because again, I'm looking to just sear the meat. I'm not looking to cook it. So in here, I just have 1 cup of water and the bouillon cube, the beef bouillon cube, and I'm just going to heat that up. All right, and that's it on that. And I'm just going to Put this right into my crock pot. All right, and my pan's nice and hot, and I'm just gonna add in my onion, and we're gonna cook this down. I like to add a little bit of butter to my onions. That's just me, but you don't have to do that. Okay, and while the onions are cooking, I'm actually gonna get started on the other vegetables. I'm gonna get those cleaned up. Into the crock pot. I got some extra potatoes here, which I'm going to use for breakfast. And here is everything in the crock pot for the beef stew. We've got some carrots, celery. We've got our meat in here. We've got that liquid with the onion soup packet and the beef cube or beef stock, whatever you use. We have some caramelized onions. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this on low and cover it up, and it's good to go. So to thicken it up, I just added some cornstarch, and I just added that to a cup and added some of the liquid that was in there. What? It's still what?
It's still bubbling.
Yeah, I still have it on. I have it on high, just so it would thicken up more. But you can turn. I can turn it off. It looks good though. Look at that. Lots of potatoes and meat.
Chunks.
I know. It's really good. We decided not to go to the park tonight to see the Christmas lights because
It's freezing cold outside.
yeah, it's freezing. It's like 30 degrees. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and Sunday, so we're gonna try for, if they're open, I think they are. We're gonna try for next week sometime and hope. I don't know what we're gonna do. We need to find a movie or something. I don't know. I also need to run to the store, but I'm not sure if I want to go tonight or tomorrow because I need to get stuff for cookies because I completely forgot about it. I need to get like some frosting and some more butter and flour because we're going to be going over to Grandma's house tomorrow and baking cookies all day long. So yeah, I'm going to go eat dinner. It looks super yummy. I'm excited. It smells really good. It's super, super hot though. Super hot.